Very good evening all, I'm Aditi Lama and this is the Wednesday evening episode of Vision of Asia. Indeed, a week full of international excitement, dialogues over the ongoing Indian general elections, while we continue to bring you all happenings from the diaspora, here exploring various aspects of South Asian, American influence and integration. Remember to reach us via our email or social media handles to get your voices and events on ITV Gold. The episode tonight brings in much on respect for diversity, traditions and ethics in the South Asian culture. But before, a quick update on a somber national news. Our condolences for STEM school in Highlands Ranch, a Denver suburb where yesterday one student was killed and 8 more wounded in a shooting at a K-12 charter school. 2 male students armed with handguns bursted into the school and opened fire. Devon Erickson, 18, was named as one of the suspects, while the other was identified only as a juvenile. Law enforcement officials have declined to comment on the possible motive for the rampage, saying it is too early in the course of the investigation, which is being assisted by the FBI. We send out our condolences to all affected. Truly a tragedy. Let's now begin tonight's episode, taking a look at the headlines. International Ahimsa Foundation celebrates non-violence at the Consulate General of India in New York. Dulhan Expo Elite Edition for brides, weddings and more, Woodbridge, New Jersey. Our exclusive chat with Sesame Street right after a short break. Stay with us in Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome again, I'm Aditi. You are watching Vision of Asia, South Asian News segment. Beginning the show tonight, one of our most exciting coverages coming in from New York City. It's a question children all over the world have asked for decades. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? One of television's most loved children's educating program, Sesame Street recently received its official street naming in New York City, located at the intersection of 63rd Street and Broadway. New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio presented an official proclamation to Sesame Street, also honoring the ongoing 50th anniversary celebrations of the show this year. Joining him was City Councilwoman Helen Rosenthal and the President and CEO of the Sesame Workshop, non-profit media and educational organization, Mr. Jeffrey Dunn, along with the very popular Sesame Street Muppets and the cast members. The beloved children's show has been instrumental for years in imbibing good learning skills and driving innovative interactive tools for education. As of 2018, Sesame Street has won 189 Emmy Awards and 11 Grammy Awards, more than any other children's television series. We spoke to the CEO and President, Mr. Dunn, and exclusively for our audience, we also spoke to the one with voracious appetite and children's favorite, Cookie Monster Muppet. Let's take a look.
Tell me how to get started. Sweeping up all the way.
Everybody!
On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
63rd and Broadway.
So we're all here to celebrate Sesame Street's 50th anniversary and help with the unveiling of the new Sesame Street sign.
Wow, right here.
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful news, Maria.
Yes.
What a great reason to celebrate.
You bet.
What a beautiful day. We're celebrating diversity, we're celebrating education, we're celebrating empowerment, we're celebrating kindness. How are you feeling right now and getting this proclamation by the mayor and having the name back here? What does that mean for you?
Oh, it's just a hugely exciting day. This is in honor of our 50th birthday, and it's 50 years of helping kids grow smarter, stronger, and kinder. This corner right here, this is right next to our building. This is where our headquarters is. New York is our hometown. We think we share the values. Sesame shares its values with New York. We're all about diversity and inclusion. We're about innovation. We're about leadership. And this day recognizes all of that and finally answers the question everybody asks. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? And now we can.
You know, your focus in the foundation is to really empower and help a lot of underprivileged community, marginalized communities, children and others. What is your take on how Sesame Street will now take forward its message? And what do you have to share about empowering those communities especially?
Well, we're in 150 countries around the world now, so we circle the globe, and some call us the longest street in the world. And that longest street in the world starts right here. And the message that we bring all around the globe is one of respect and equal access. We want everybody to have equal access to a quality education, no matter who you are, where you live, who your parents are. And we bring respect, equal opportunity, and yes, love to kids around the world.
What would you like to tell all our parents of ITV Gold on this amazing occasion of bringing Sesame Street here? What's one advice you'd like to give the parents?
I would like to say that 50th birthday parties can be even better than when you're 6 years old.
You know, I have to take it here now to our Cookie Monster. How are you doing?
Me terrific.
You know, I have such a huge request for you. A question for you is, do you only prefer cookie or do donuts also work?
Me can go for donuts. Me not gonna turn a donut down, or cupcake, or any kind of pastry. Me good.
Could you tell us what you can teach the kids this year, or what you would like all the children to learn from you right now?
Oh, me love to teach kids about respect. It's very important to respect others. Yeah, and you know how me do that? Me share me cookies with me friends. You want a cookie?
Yes.
We're gonna go share a cookie. Me not have one on me now, but we'll get one. And you can come too.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of when Sesame Street went on television. From the very beginning, New York City has been our hometown, as well as the physical and emotional inspiration for the street where all the Sesame Street Muppets and human characters live. So when it came to celebrating our 50th birthday, the one thing we really wanted, more than any other, was to finally be able to answer the often asked question, can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? Well, now we can. It's right here at our home base in Lincoln Center. We are grateful to the City of New York for recognizing our block and letting the whole world know that Sesame Street does exist. And we are a big part of what makes New York City the great urban center that it is. I think we can all agree that New York and Sesame share important values: respect for and embracement of difference, innovation, and a willingness to lead.
This important occasion was brought to you by the number 50. 50 years of extraordinary programming, 50 years of making people's lives better, 50 years of helping children believe in themselves. It's absolutely amazing. Sesame Street changed this country. And for everyone who's been a part of it, I hope you feel that what you've done has been profoundly important. You know, we focus a lot in this city on early childhood education, but long before that, Sesame Street was helping this entire country to know how much we could achieve if we reached our kids in their earliest years. And Sesame Street did so much to help people realize those young minds, the potential of those young minds if they could be reached early. My children growing up in a multiracial family, to see the whole world presented through Sesame Street was part of their growth, was part of how they gained a sense of their place in the world. There is also something beautiful for us watching when they were young to see our own city, even our own neighborhood, portrayed in Sesame Street. And you cannot take the New York City out of Sesame Street, can you? The two go hand in hand. So Sesame Street has inspired us all. It helped us to realize what was possible here in this city. There's no question it helped to inspire us on our way to a city that's truly devoted to early childhood education, pre-K for all and soon 3K for all here in New York City.
We belong all the way. On my way to where the air is sweet. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street?
63rd and Broadway.
Let's now take a look at New Jersey, which saw a great venue for brides, grooms, and more at the Dulhan Expo Elite Edition in Woodbridge. A South Asian wedding expo, the event produced a space which brought together vendors and companies of South Asian wedding businesses, showcasing caterers, wedding planners, decorators, makeup artists, fashion designers, and much more. With a key focus on providing all needs of these South Asian brides and grooms, here in the US, the event definitely was successful in reaching many who desire to bring all of the culture here without having to make a trip international for wedding shopping. Let's take a look at some highlights, including more from the organizers, key vendors, and a fashion show. Quite a festival for the Indian residents of New Jersey. Let's take a look at some highlights.
It's a very nice event. Those who has a wedding coming up in a couple of months or days or whatever. It's really nice here. Everything you get at one place, like flowers, jewelry, clothes, bridal wear. So everybody must come, and it's a really nice place to shop.
The event is going really well. This is my third time here. I love all the exhibitors that are here today. There's lots of things to try when it comes to the food and the drinks that you can have at your wedding, and also a lot of vendors for decor and makeup.
Hello everybody, Sat Sri Akal, Namaste and good afternoon. My name is Mantu Singh and I am here to attend this kind of beautiful event. और सब लोग हैं, especially I would like to request all the youngsters, everything is in America, come and join this kind of time, select your stuff and enjoy.
Hi, my name is Priya Soni, and this is my very first time modeling at the Dulhan Expo. I'm so excited. There's so many great vendors, so much amazing food. I can't wait to go up there and model.
This is the best Dulhan Expo ever. We have the best crowd and best business. So please next time don't miss to come to this show and contact me for Jigna's Dream Collection on 732-983-8696. Thank you.
Time for the show break. Stay with us on Vision of Asia, Voice of the Community. We'll be right back. Welcome again. You are tuned to Vision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. The International Ahimsa Foundation has been promoting the universal messages of peace and non-violence based on the Jain principles through dialogues, peace-building activities, and civic engagement. The foundation works much on encouraging moral values, on ethics of a peaceful society, and recently hosted a commemoration of non-violence event collaborating with the Indian Consulate in New York City. Held at the Indian Consulate's ballroom, the event commemorated Mahavir Jayanti, the birth anniversary of Jainism's Lord Mahavir, who portrayed strongly the values of non-violence and truth and is regarded highly amongst the communities of Hindus and Jains all across. The celebration also honored the 150th birth anniversary of India's father of nation Mahatma Gandhi, attended by several officials, US representatives, and members from the council and the greater community. Let's take a look at some highlights.
Perfect day to celebrate 216th and 18th year of Lord Mahavir's anniversary and 150th anniversary, birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. And both souls have spreaded the message of non-violence in this world to create the peace and harmony, and we can all benefit from that. And thank you so much for ITV to cover this, and we really appreciate that.
There was a king who had a great fascination and love for paintings. Once he decided to offer a very valuable prize to the artist who would paint a beautiful picture depicting real peace. On the final day of judgment, many artists brought their paintings with the hope of winning that valuable prize. The king looked at all the paintings and selected two in particular. And now he had to choose one out of the two paintings for the valuable prize. The first painting, a beautiful calm lake with clear transparent waters. The lake was a perfect mirror to the towering mountains surrounding it. Above it was the blue sky with fluffy clouds like cotton balls floating in space. Anybody who saw these paintings thought it was the perfect piece representing peace.
And what struck me today by the presentation of the Consul General was he really emphasized that when we talk about non-violence or violent behavior, it is not just physical aggression, but if we engage in behavior that's also violent, mentally speaking, antagonism, attitudes, and so on and so on, that this really, we have to be aware of that. It's not just beating people or your children, but being nasty, having negative attitudes. And that's a very important aspect of Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy.
As a city built by immigrants, New York is the proud home to residents who hail from every corner of the map and represent a wide array of backgrounds and beliefs. I am delighted to join with members of our thriving Jain, Hindu, and Indian American communities as they commemorate the birth anniversaries of Lord Mahavir and Mahatma Gandhi, two trailblazing spiritual leaders whose messages of nonviolence continue to inspire people in India and around the world. As you gather to pay tribute to their remarkable lives and legacies, I commend the Foundation for its efforts to lift up New Yorkers through the teachings of Jainism and foster a culture of peace and tolerance in the 5 boroughs and beyond.
In this country, the importance of recognizing the importance of nonviolence has never been greater. So I'm delighted to be here. I felt inspired by the event. I felt inspired by the speeches. I felt inspired by the performances. I felt inspired by the number of different colors and genders and everything I saw on that stage, and it gave me hope. So I thank you for that.
I did not know either that Live and Let Be was Lord Mahavir, and he really inspired Jainism and so many other peaceful movements. And of course, we all revere the great Mahatma Gandhi, and so excited about celebrating his 150th anniversary of his birth. And it's really terrific that Congresswoman Maloney has taken the initiative, and I think will give him posthumously the Congressional Medal of Honor, and has led that movement.
But if it wasn't for the civil rights movement, I wouldn't be here, because I wouldn't be able to go to the schools. I wouldn't be able to hold jobs that I did, and I wouldn't be able to own a home in Levittown, of all places, if you know the history of Levittown. So the civil rights movement led by Martin Luther King, he himself looked up to Mahatma Gandhi. And Gandhi looked up to Lord Mahavir. So this is a full circle. We're all here because we need to treat each other with respect. Treat each other as equals.
And now for the community update. Come out this Sunday to Merriya Vastanu America Season 2 Grand Finale, featuring Indian music legend Lalit Pandit. Initiative by Zoom Events, Merriya Vastanu America Season 2 brings back singers from across North America. At the Joanne Magistro Performing Arts Center in East Brunswick, starting 4 p.m. Visit merriyavastanuamerica.com for tickets and more. And this is all for the South Asian News segment. Send us your suggestions to get your voices and organizations on our show. Or if you have any comments on the ongoing Indian general elections, email us on events@itvgold.com or follow us on Facebook @itvgold. Remember to also now subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch many of our popular shows for free. Thank you for tuning in tonight. This is Vision of Asia and I'm Aditi Lamba. Take care and be well.